Welcome back. Enjoying some coffee, cleaning some ammo, cleaning some bullets. Figure I do a video, come back at you, hang out, have a talk. I haven't been able to come back and share anything with you guys in a while. Still in the process of cleaning a lot of this 223 ammo. I had a friend, a subscriber to the channel, give me a comment about using a particular cleaner for these. I'm going to try to go out and buy some. I wrote it down. I have a note in my wallet to go get it and maybe possibly cleaning it. But this is basically what I'm working with. I don't know if you guys can see it, how bad it is. Uh, with the price of ammo now, I'm not getting rid of this stuff. This is what I have now. It's cleaned up pretty well. I got to take some more Brillo to it. I'm cleaning it with the wire wheel on the drill, and then taking some wire wool to it, steel wool, and cleaning it. And maybe you can see this is how bad it is. See all that? Can you see all that corrosion on it? It's not pitted yet, and there's no damage to the round yet. So it's getting there though. The brass is going to start getting pitted, so I want to get this stuff cleaned up. The price of ammo now is very expensive and hard to come by in large quantities, so I might as well just clean it up. But I wanted to come to you guys and just have a conversation, talk to you about a couple of things. You know, we did a video earlier, and I had to delete it because I had the mic cut off, and I don't know what the heck I did. But anyway, I wanted to share a little bit about some stories. I had a conversation with my mother-in-law just the other day, and sent her a video about some dreams and some things that were going on. And you know, many of you know that I am a minister. Aside from the fact that I am a prepper, um, I had a couple of stories, and it'll tie in, if you will. Just bear with me. About 3 weeks ago, I was in the middle of, I think I was cleaning my car, my truck, and in the middle of cleaning my truck, out of nowhere, I had a quickening. Now, many of you know what that is, spiritually speaking. And the quickening was there are plans underway as an attack in New York City. Now, many of you know that I lived in New York, I ministered in New York City, and was a part of a group of believers in Manhattan, right in Columbus Circle. And so I have vested interest and emotion into Manhattan, the financial capital of the world. And so when this happened, I stopped for a minute, and I was really shocked because I knew that wasn't my understanding. My mindset, my understanding was somewhere completely different. So um, had that word, shared it with my wife, and about a week later, I heard a YouTuber had a dream that that he had a dream that a suitcase nuke went off in Manhattan. And much like Sandy Hook that hit Manhattan and wiped out many of the records in the lower financial district, Wall Street, which I believe was a man-made attack, weather weapons, or whatever. I really, just the way the timing, how there were Federal Reserves in Congress the day before the storm came in and said we were missing $2 trillion. And they were they were actually wanting to set up a committee to look into it. And I think it was the day later, Sandy Hook came in and wiped out the location in the bottom of one of the buildings in Wall Street that had all the files and the records, the indication of where that money went. So saying that, with the financial system, the issues that we have going on now, it wouldn't surprise me if uh, they try to do that in Manhattan and completely wipe out Wall Street, and then restart the economy, restart the financial system the way that it is believed that they're trying to do. You don't print all this money. You don't do what they've done since 1971. We went off the gold standard. 2007, 2008, the financial crisis, the housing crisis, the automobile crisis, and then the printing of the dollar. it really looks like they're trying to find a way out. And to have that word that was given to me and then others having the dreams, it's ironic. It's for me, it's more than ironic because I knew that was a spiritual event that happened to me. And so we're praying that that doesn't happen. But back to my mother-in-law, I shared with my mother-in-law that dream. And for years, I had talked to my mother-in-law about preparing and putting some money into precious metals and yada yada yada. Shared the dream with her. Got an email back a short time ago. I think it was a day or two after that. I know something is wrong. We can see it. We can sense it. We know it. Uh, Thank you for sending me that video because it answers a lot of questions. Now, in the past, my mother-in-law really didn't want to hear anything I had to say. Leading to the conversation, please send me anything that you get and everything that happens. I want you to tell me. And so I don't know what to do. I don't know how to prepare. Can you please give me some direction? So complete 360 and turn of events with my mother-in-law. And so I was very thankful for that. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that leading up to conversation that I had a long time ago, but I really wanted to talk about again. Years ago, many of you remember the Croatian-Bosnian War and the testimonies that came out of there. Now, many of those testimonies you can't find online anymore. It seems like they've either been wiped from the internet. Whoever it is does not want the information or those testimonies of what actually transpired to be heard. I know for a fact because I actually have on my YouTube account a created saved page is where I had all those testimonies put in, and as I went into them, they kept popping up deleted, 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 deleted. So I know they were being removed. Whether it's from YouTube, whether it's from Google, whether it's from whoever, they're gone. Most of them are gone. You might be able to find one or two, but here's a story. One particular testimony was from an older woman, and she had shared about the events that took place. Now they knew, many of them knew what was happening, what was coming. And in particular, this woman lived in a very country setting. Most of them in Yugoslavia do have a country setting. The city of Yugoslavia is not a big city, though it is historical, not a very big city. But these stories, in particular, this woman lived in a small rural farming town and said when everything started to go down, she recalled bodies in the street, the difficulty to find food and water. She said the struggles that the women had versus the men were greater, and that stories of snipers, stories of people walking in the street and just being shot and murdered, stories of women being sold, bartered, and traded, daughters being bartered and sold or traded. And she knew many of these testimonies personally, according to her. Then she shared many of the things, the necessities that were needed, things that she was able to put together. Many of her neighbors were able to put together where they hid, how they moved. She shared all those things, and she said the number one thing that was very difficult for them to get, which was often bartered and traded for sexual favors, was food and water. And she said there were no chickens, there were no birds, no livestock around. Everything had been slaughtered, killed, whether it was shot and killed by the soldiers or it was harvested by the locals. Food was very difficult. She said, but most people didn't understand, didn't realize that one of the greatest of things that were in need were medicines, toiletries, and candles. She said it was very, very important. And she said most people, when they hid at night, they hid in different locations from where they were during the day. And during the day, if they could, they would work on creating or inventing or increasing their ability to be stealth, and then staying in those places at nighttime with just a candle, if they had, if they had the candles. But they tried to stay in two different places many a times, until it got too bad or unsafe for them to go, to travel, to move. But she had said that it was frightening, unlike anything that she's seen or heard, except for World War II, that her mother or somebody in her family, I forgot, her mother or her aunt had went through, had experienced, and heard stories. But ammo, she said, was very sought after. She said commonly in those areas where she was, it was hunting ammo, not common military ammo, but hunting rifle ammo was very sought after. Handguns were, very, very hard to come by. Um, but she herself, she was interested in, more than anything, was her food and water and toiletries. As a woman, it was very difficult to keep sanitized, and so that was just a little bit of one of many stories that I was able to take in. Now there are many stories from those that fled Argentina. There are a lot of stories that you can still find online. But I wanted to share that little bit of a story and a conversation. First, to let you guys know I'm okay. I'm still here. My time has been very limited, and I've got a video coming of some storage of ammo and some more food, and so that'll be coming soon. I'll try to get this loaded up today or tomorrow. And so that was really all I had to share. I wanted to talk and just say hi and just share a little bit of some stories, and want to, more than anything, wanted to encourage many of you that are here, even though we don't have a large following, just remind you to continue to work on storing, putting food away, a means of protection, the soups, pastas and seasons, and, whatever you can do to get yourself to make a large pot of stew to last you 3-4 days. Something you can take, keep covered, bring with you wherever you got to go. If you want to go, put it in bags, freeze them, or you can just take them and put them in double Ziploc bags and travel with them if you have to, or glass or plastics. But stews and soups are great to do that with. And so, just really wanted to encourage you guys to continue to prepare and to continue to make and get those things that you'll need for a period of time. And I keep thinking it's going to be, it's going to be a 3 to 6 month period of time. And then on the other side of it, I don't think it's going to be ever increasingly better. It still will be difficult, though I do believe many things will be able to be had, maybe at an enormous or an exuberant price. You can get many of those things and put them away, keep them, maybe stuff for even a year. So that's it, folks. I want to thank you for joining me. I want to thank you for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber here, please click the thumbs up and the subscribe button and click the bell, and you'll get a notice on the videos that we do. I also will be loading up a video of the preparing, and I'll be doing a video of some military grade camping equipment coming up here before the winter time. So thanks, folks. Thank you for joining me, and continue to prepare.